So as parents, we think, okay, time in on any of these counts as all time in, and that's my parenting time, right? Whether I'm spending most of it on providing or arranging or relating or teaching, it's all time in, it's all one thing. That's my parenting time. And then I'll maybe, if I'm lucky, steal 15 minutes for myself once a quarter. But for kids, each of these four feel very different to be on the receiving end of. And if you've ever wondered, which I often have wondered, and I came into this book, working on this book, and working with clients over the years, how to account for this phenomenon, where you have parents who say, I sacrificed my entire life for my kids, and those kids say, my parents were never there for me. How does that happen? Here is how it happens. Some of these activities are visible to your kids, and some are invisible. And some take place in the adult world, and some take place in your child's world. So look at provide, which is our jobs, right, our work. Work takes a lot of time, but the time we spend doing that is largely invisible to our children, and it takes place in the adult world. Arrange, which takes way more time than anybody ever realizes. It is the most underrated in terms of its complexity and how much time it takes and mind space it takes of any of these quadrants. People always underestimate that. That takes place in your child's world because you're doing stuff for your kid. But when do you do that? It's largely invisible to them. You're doing it at night, after they go to sleep, in the middle of your lunch hour, early in the morning. They don't see that time. Relate and teach are both visible. Those kinds of time that we spend, kids see. But they're also different, and the distinction is really critical to absorb. So, because I think we often as parents conflate them and combine them as one. Teaching is you are bringing your child into the adult world, giving them information and guidance to help them succeed out in the world at large. And when you are teaching, they are the student of you. When you're relating, you are entering your child's world, and you are the student of them. That's the way to think of the difference.